Jellusa might share the same typing as Loomian, but they function as complete opposites from each other. Loomian is one of the best defensive Loomians, whereas Jellusa might be one of the best offensive Loomians, so let's jump into some battles and find out if that's true. Okay then, hopping into the first battle, and oh my gosh, we finally found someone that doesn't have like 4 or even 5 or 6 Loomians that have more than 100 base speed. I only see Zulong and their own Jellusa that I gotta be like worried about outspeeding me, so finally something that's like a slower, balanced, bulkier team. Okay, as much as I would like to lead up with Gargolem defense, don't think it's exactly a great idea, and that is a Jellusa lead. How you doing, man? I was gonna go for a new enchantment just so Tarex wouldn't really be an issue at all, but we could probably just hit it with a stratagem. Is this one gonna be enchanted coats? Rageful plushie? Probably not, right, since it's got Flash and Fleet, probably a more bulkier Jellusa. But that's fine. They go into Harv. I mean, it's gonna get hit fairly hard, right? Yeah, I'll take that. A little bit of chip damage. There is zero reason why we shouldn't go into Gargolem defense here, unless they driving past me, which I kinda doubt it. Yeah, Parasitize. That should do like no damage. Now then, if they have Tyrex, they're definitely going to go into it now, which is going to be a problem. We could go for a double, but I would love to get Barbs up, because Jellusa is a pretty good wall breaker, but just because something's a wall breaker doesn't mean it wouldn't like the Barbs chip damage, you know? So I think I will go for Barbs, but I'm assuming Tyrex is going to switch in. Nope, Zeppelin. Could have Mudslide, and could have Gust. I have already battled the Zeppelin today, so I ran into Gust, which I haven't really seen a Gust one in a long time. Let's just go for the driving force, just get the Zeppelin out of here. And surprisingly, didn't go for a Gust. Okay then. I'm happy with like 1 layer of Barbs. If I could get 2 down, I would be really happy. But there's the Tyrex, there's Terrifying. You're most likely just gonna go for a Scapegoat, aren't you? Most likely. I think we just hard switch into Nova immediately. We cannot be having this thing just stalling me out with Scapegoat. I ain't doing it, okay? I'm not doing it. Steel Crusher. We'll hit us neutral. No melee attack? Nice. Okay, you're definitely gonna switch out. Probably into Jellusa. So we could go for the Deep Freeze just to like catch it off guard. But we don't necessarily need to. We don't necessarily need to because we have got Cleone, and it's the Krakaloa. Okay, it doesn't really matter what I click, Alolan Draco Beam. But yeah, I'm assuming... Oh, combustible! But yeah, I'm assuming this might be just a bait to go into the Jellusa now? Nope, just burn up. Oh! For some reason in my mind, I did not think about burn up Krakaloa. That is pretty annoying. RIP my Barbs, man. I'm just gonna go for the Dissipate. They do have Raging Flame, so they might not have Dark Surge, which means Jellusa gets easy Magnify. We gotta be careful because, was it a Zulong that I had on the team that outsped me? Honestly, I don't remember. I'm gonna go for Magnify anyway, low. Should be pretty free. The burn isn't a big deal for us, to be honest. And they go into their own Jellusa. If theirs is Rageful plushie, then... oh no. Then oh no. Okay, they actually outspeed us, so... might be a Boots Jellusa, which actually isn't that bad for us. And because they Flash and Fleed, we get to hit whatever comes in for free. Zeppelin switching in on a Deep Freeze. That probably dies. Nice. Yeah, Zeppelin has like not really that much range defense. Pretty sure it has way more melee defense. So, okay, one thing down that's pretty annoying. Love to see it. Yes, please. Okay, and Tyrex. We should outspeed this. I don't think we one-shot it low, even at +2, because we're not like boosting our Tsunami, but this will do a butt ton of damage still. It's definitely enough to 2-shot it. Oh, actually just one-shot it. Okay, I guess it's a more speedier one. I'm pretty sure I battled a Tyrex earlier that I think was more bulkier, and he actually lived. Actually, no. That's probably just a neutral, like a non-magnify. I've done a lot of battles, and I've had to forfeit a lot of battles because, like I said earlier, just so many people are running so many fast things that I just threatened Jellusa today for whatever reason, so it has been difficult. Anyway, Jellusa's back on the field. We live a deep freeze, so I'm just gonna fire off my own deep freeze. Gamma pulse, okay, maybe no deep freeze, Len. Critical hit! Of course you critical hit me, man, what the heck? But yeah, it looks like they don't have anything that great to revenge kill me. And also, I critical hitted them! Thanks! Critical hit for critical hit, don't mind. Not sure if a +2 deep freeze would have naturally killed a Jellusa, because naturally they are just pretty bulky, but I ain't complaining. We just click Gamma Pulse, and I think now we just win, so literally the best team I could have battled against. Like, they didn't bring whatever, I think it was a Zulong, but honestly I just don't remember I battled that many teams, like that many people. But they brought literally the best team to use Jellusa against. Jellusa outsped everything but their own Jellusa. So, nice. I want to click Gamma Pulse, but I don't know if he's going to Soul Burst, so Tsunami is probably better. But I'm clicking Gamma Pulse either way, and they don't Soul Burst. I'm assuming Cracklow is the Soul Burst low, and it doesn't even matter. I hit another critical hit. I'm cheating. Okay, then, hopping into the next battle. Now we're using an Enchanted Coat Rageful plushie Jellusa. We're not running max speed, we're running more of a bulkier one to hopefully just get hit by a super effective move. Hopefully on the range side, because our range defense is way higher than our melee defense one. And yeah, Novadeus Metronet are pretty good ones. Like, I think Novadeus has to fall hit chaos with the TPs I'm running, if I remember, because I made it a couple of days ago now. Okay, I think it's actually full Gleaming team, and they have Imperial, which they lead off with. Yeah, Imperial is kind of scary, because if it's got Resentful, rip my Jellusa, so if I can remove it immediately, I will try. We could try and go for Near Enchantment, but it's not really worth it. I guess we'll just Stratagem. If it's Resentful, this will do a big ton of damage, and yeah, they go for Provoke, so I can't set up Near Enchantments or go for Dissipate. But dang, I got a critical hit straight away. No complaining. So now if Imperial switches in for Resentful for every reason, it's going to do no damage. So yeah, I will gladly, because that was a critical hit. This one, even if it doesn't critical hit, should still knock it out. That does a lot of damage to a slow, but that's completely fine. And yep, Imperial's down. And it is Resentful, so my Cleone is now one-shot, but this is a really good trade. Completely good. I'm hoping they go into Novadeus now, just to take out the Cleone. Then I can go Jellusa and just nuking things. Oh, it's Metronets. Metronet's a little scary. I really don't want it to start setting up Peace of Minds. That would be really bad. I'll go for Stratagem. I think we're going to go for Peace of Mind though, yeah. This is fine. We have got Gargolem, so we can Driving Force it out. Like, I can take a Dark type move from Metronet. Don't really want to deal with a +1 Metronet low. That hits a little bit too hard, you know. Okay, they go for the Soul Burst. I'm assuming then they're just going to hit me this turn, which yeah, Provoke ended, so I am going to Dissipate. We could half switch into Gargolem defense, but there's no point doing that if I can safely switch in. So yeah, they go for the Soul Burst. I can't see them clicking Peace of Mind again, although they have kind of fixed their really bad range defense with that first Peace of Mind. But yeah, they just go for the Dark Surge. That's completely fine. I mean, we could go Jellusa, but I don't think that's a great idea, to be honest. Lawrence would also be a pretty good switch in, I guess, right now, because we just click Parasitize. I definitely live a hit from Metronets. I guess that's probably a better switch. Trying to learn Driving Force it out. This should just scare it out. I can't see this thing staying in, right? Okay, the Soul Burst animation is happening first. I always forget. I think this goes before the switch out animation, but I don't remember, so if they didn't switch, they should just faint. I mean, a Soul move +1 Metronet will do a lot, but we should tank it, and they actually go for Pyro. That's completely fine. +1 Pyro, we definitely live that. Nice. Okay, Metronet should die now, which I'm not gonna complain about. Nice. Oh yeah, I'll take all my health back, or most of it back, because you have like 50 base health, so yeah, I'll still take it low. Okay, how about now you go into Novadeus? There we are. Okay, so you do have it, and dang, that's a Gamma one. Okay, bro is just flexing. Like, actually, I'll go for Mega. You probably have Deep Freeze, right? Oh, Ice Hammer, so your melee build. Unfortunately, Len, you don't have anything to hit me super effectively, which is pretty unfortunate. And Boiling Press is also quad resisted, so even Boiling Press doesn't do any damage. So we could just go for Magnify, I guess. Although that means that we're probably not going to get a Rageful plushie to get set off. I'll go for Magnify low. I do go for the Withdraw into Wraith. This could have Dark Surge, but yeah, I'll gladly take this. Got the Magnify. I think I'm faster than Wraith by a long shot, even though I'm not investing because Wraith is way slower. But we just Tsunami it. We're at +2 already, so this will do like about half of its health. Unless it critical hits. And now we get hit by a Dark Surge. Oh boy, I'm at +4. That's going to do practically next to nothing. So yeah, I guess you could also run the Luster Loot on this Jellusa to try and get some health back. I don't have anything to heal myself on this one, but that's completely fine. We just go for Tsunami again, and yeah, sorry about that Wraith, although that critical hit didn't really matter, because I was just going to hit you first anyway again, and just get rid of you. So now Novadeus can't get rid of us. What's your last Loomian? You have one more, right? Yeah, you definitely have one more. I mean, I guess we just click Tsunami. There's no reason for us not to. Definitely one-shots it. Boiling Press is still resisted, although we have like no melee defense investment, so yeah, that still kind of hurts. But yeah, I guess we probably should have brought Jellusa in on the Metronet. I was kind of wanting to scale them out. They just did not want to switch out low, like, at all. But we just click Tsunami. No dodge. Thank you. That should just one-shot it, Len. And nice! That was such a fast battle, dang. We just, like, basically traded blows. Like, there was, like, hardly no switching in that. Yeah, I guess I didn't have, like, any switch-ins for Florence, so I guess we'll take it, but yeah, I was kind of hoping for the Novadeus because we actually live 3 hits from Novadeus. It has to four-shot us with Deep Freeze, so I was kind of hoping to use it against Novadeus, but it still works out with the Wraith, I guess, so I'll take it. Jumping into the sets, Lun, starting off with the fast offensive one first. We're running 200 speed TPs with a nimble personality to be as fast as possible. Then we have 200 range attack TPs with a smart personality to hit as hard as possible. The 12 energy TPs at level 50 will give us a grand total of 265 energy we can use, which will let us go for 1 Magnify, 4 Gamma Pulses, and 1 Deep Freeze, and then the 88 health TPs are Len leftovers. For the held item, I'm running a Light Essence to deal more damage with our Gamma Pulse, although you can switch this out for any other offensive item like a different essence or even a shell. For the ability, I'm running the secret ability Incandescence, which will increase our light type moves damage by 50%, so yeah, our Gamma Pulses are gonna nuke. And then finally for the moves, we're running Gamma Pulse and Tsunami as our strongest stab options. Deep Freeze is a great coverage move to hit things like water and plant type Loomians, and then we have Magnify to set up so we can deal even more big damage and function as a wall breaker. Although, there are some other options like Peace of Mind, Provoke, Deja Vu, or even Luster Loot. And now for the bulky offensive set, which we're running 200 health and 120 range defense TPs, with a clever personality, and on top of all of that, we also have the enchanted coat ability, which makes us super range bulky. So things like Novadeus has to hit us 4 times to knock us out, Glacidia, Zulong, and Solbus Metronet have to hit us 3 times to knock us out, while they all activate our Rageful plushie at the same time. The 12 energy TPs at level 50 will give us a grand total of 265 energy to use, which will let us go for 1 Magnify, 4 Gamma Pulses, and 1 Deep Freeze. The 80 speed TPs lets us speed creep Nimble, Max Speed, Searonites, and slower Loomians, and then the 88 range attack TPs are leftovers, but when paired up with a smart personality and all of our potential range attack increases that we're going to be getting, we're gonna nuke. For the held item, we're running the Rageful plushie, which works great with our ability, although we want to try and have it triggered against a range attacker, and we'll probably want to try and avoid melee attackers as much as possible, since our range defense stat is just so much higher than our pretty pitiful melee defense stats. Then for the ability, we're running the normal Enchanted Coat ability, which will reduce the damage we take from super effective moves used against us by 25%. And then finally for the moves, we're running Gamma Pulse and Tsunami as our strongest stab options. Deep Freeze is a great coverage move to let us hit things like plant and water type Loomians, and then Magnify will let us set up to deal huge amount of damage, although there are some other options like Peace of Mind, Provoke, and Luster Loot.